I'm out to capture some more waterfalls in Spate and show why I use a polarising filter when taking the images. Why not come with me? Well, good afternoon. Only found me out in a wet and rainy Lake District. The forecast was reasonable for today, but where I've come, obviously, I hadn't read the forecast. So, where have I come and what are the plans? Well, I've come to Spate, which I've come to many times before. I mean, if you look behind me there, I think it is. No. Yeah, you can just see the white there. Now that's Sour Milk Gill, and I did a video of that a little while ago. So what I'll do is I'll put a link up there to show where the video is if you want to go and watch it. So, but we're going to walk down. I'm not quite sure how far we're going to walk. The longest we'll walk is up to Starhead Tarn and Sprinkling Tarn and back round. Whether we'll do that, I'm not quite sure. The minimum is we're going to walk to Stockley Bridge because there's potential of images there. I just thought I'd come out and see what it's like when the river and the waterfalls will be full on and that. So I mean, that's the plan. The forecast for today was for sort of sunny intervals, but yeah, when I got out of the car I thought, oh, it's not going to be too cold, so I took my fleece off and just put my waterproof on because it keeps raining, and I've left the fleece in the van. But coming along I was starting to feel a bit cold, so I've taken the waterproof off, put my puffer jacket on, then put the waterproof over the top. And it did keep raining, and although my trousers do dry relatively quickly, I just didn't want to end up with wet trousers. So unusual for me, I've actually got my waterproof trousers on. So, and it's not horrendous rain, it's just at the moment it's just sort of damping a bit, for want of a way of putting it, but it has been at times when it's coming down a little bit quicker. So yeah, what's going to happen while we're there I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think I've been down this valley when it's full on. We have had quite a lot of rain recently. You will have seen the video I did from Moss Force, which went up yesterday, yesterday being Sunday the 9th, today being Monday the 10th. So yeah, so that was interesting. That was quite a short video. Somebody commented, too much talking, not enough video. Well, yeah, I can understand that. It was such that quite a bit of the video was done from in the van, the talking elements and that, because the weather was pretty poor. So yeah, anyway, talking about too much talking and not enough video, I better stop rambling on and carry on walking and get some b-roll of the walk, and we'll catch up with you shortly. Right, well, we've come up with our first composition. You can see there that's looking back to Seathwaite Farm, and we've come along the track and we've come up this little hill, and you can see the River Derwent there, and then if I zoom in, you should be able to see there in the centre of the screen, that's Stockley Bridge where we're going to stop next. There is this waterfall up here. I'll put the name up on it. It's Taylor something or other. That's not that easy to actually get to get a closer view. There is a path that comes down to, as we're looking at it, to the right hand side of it. It's a bit of a sketchy path, and you don't get a great view of the waterfall from it. I suppose when I've got a bit more time, and it's not planned today, is maybe to go, I don't know whether there'll be a footpath up there somewhere where we might be able to get some sort of view. But I've always had a plan when I've come in along here to try and capture an image of it. It's just that at times the weather hasn't been suitable, but as you can see, we've got a bit of a break in the rain now, so we can see that, and you can see there we've got the long lens on the 70 to 200, and I've taken two compositions. Let's just see if I can. So yeah, I'm just going to stop here and then we'll start again in a minute. Right, I think that's a bit better. I think the lens was just fogging up a bit. It's a bit clearer now. So yeah, you can see, oops, typical, goes off as soon as I put it. So that's the sort of wider angle image. I might take that again and just get the trees. I've gotten a bit too cutting the tops of the trees off. So that's a sort of wider angle, and then if we go along, we should be able to. And then a slightly more zoomed in, but still a landscape. And I don't know. Let's just double check. Should say. What it is, f16 ISO 100. Oh, yeah, that's fully zoomed in at 200 millimeters. So yeah, if we've got a longer lens, which I have got, but I very rarely bring it because it's quite heavy to carry, we could have maybe zoomed in a bit more. But I think that'll look quite good. So they're the two images we've come up with. And as I say, we're next going to go along to Stockley Bridge, which is along there. So yeah, we'll possibly put both images up. We'll have a look at them in post, and yeah, we'll put them up, and then we'll head off to Stockley Bridge and we'll catch up with you there. Right, well, we've come up with our second composition. Just along there, I don't know whether you can see the sort of little hill where I stood catching the waterfall over there, which you can't see now because you can't see into the gully from here. But as I was coming along, you could see, and if I zoom in, you could see the falls under Stockley Bridge there, so I thought that would make quite a good image. So if we look out here, that's the tripod, and now I've taken captured the images. It actually stopped raining. It was raining quite a bit while I was trying to do them, so I was a little concerned about the amount of water coming down or raining, and whether how obviously not wanting to get the equipment damp. I think I made a mistake. This pocket, one of my pockets. I've been putting things in there, but because I've been putting my arms in, my arms are wet, the things in the pocket are getting a puddle at the bottom of the pocket, so I'm going to have to rethink this, where I'm going to put things. So yeah, because the microphone's got a little bit damp. Hopefully it's alright. So we'll go up to, let's just centre that. So we'll go up onto the bridge and look upstream, because I think there may be some more images to be had, and then we'll make a decision once we've been what we're going to do, whether we're going to call it a day at that or whether we're going to go a bit further, because yeah, I don't fancy keeping getting rained on. I mean, at the moment it's quite nice, but then it suddenly comes down quite heavy. It is still sort of damping a bit, but it's not particularly raining strongly. So yeah, we'll put the image of this one up and we'll catch up with you a little bit later. Right, we're now at the falls, just the upstream of Stockley Bridge, and while I was capturing the images it did actually stop raining, but it started raining again. You can see the tripod there, and if I sort of zoom in, the image we're trying to get was something a bit like that. So yeah, I mean, that's what we've been trying to do, but what I wanted to talk about a bit was the effect of a polarising filter. I suddenly realised that I hadn't put my polarising filter on, and why would, in a sense, the question is, why would I put one on? So if I show you the back of the screen without one on, you can see that all the rocks are glistening, etc. And the reason for using a polariser with waterfalls and this is to cut the glare off the rocks. I mean, one thing is if you've got still water so you can see through the water, but obviously this water isn't very still. So yeah, I use a polariser, and I didn't on the first image because we're a long way off, and the second image it was raining quite hard, so I was just in a bit of a panic to get the image before everything got a bit too wet. But here we've got a bit more time. So now if I show you the back of the screen with the polariser, you can see that there's a lot more definition in the rocks. The glare has gone and they look so much better in my opinion. So yeah, so what we'll do is I think time is getting on, and certainly I haven't got enough time to do the long walk, so I think we're just going to head back. And we've got 3 images. It would be nice to have a few more, but yeah, when the weather's like this, it takes you all your encouragement and will to actually get out and get any images when it keeps raining like this. So yeah, we'll put the 2 images up so you compare. I did take them at different shutter speeds, whichever ones are best of the 2, both with and without the polariser, we'll put up so you can see once I've processed them more clearly the effect of using the polariser. So yeah, as you can see, it started to rain again. It's a bit cloudy and misty. I don't know whether this video camera's getting a bit steamed up with all the rain. So yeah, no, it's been worth it. So yeah, we'll pack up and we'll start heading back, and there's some we'll try and get a bit more B-roll of everything as we go. So right, we'll see you a little bit later. Right, well, we're almost back at the farm now, and then the van's just either side of the farm. So I think it's been a worthwhile afternoon. It's just difficult to keep the enjoyment or whatever going when it's raining so much on and off. Yeah, I don't know whether that's just. I don't know whether this video camera's been affected by the weather, so I apologise for the quality of the video, but it's not the most ideal conditions for taking video. So yeah, but it's been good. We've got some at least 3 sort of lots of waterfalls we've captured images of. And I showed you on the last one what the effect of using a polarizer is and why I use one. So yeah, I'll put I've got the GPS with me, so I'll put up a map just to show where we've been. And yeah, I don't know what much else is there to say apart from, if you have enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up, and if you like what I'm doing, why not subscribe? It doesn't cost anything. And what I really do appreciate is comments. So if you've got any comments, good or bad, please put them up. And I do try and take notice of ones that are constructive criticism. So yeah, so what's next? Well, today is Monday, and hopefully this will go up on Sunday. I have been out and collected clips and that for another video that I hope to get put together and that to go up on Wednesday. But on Friday it's this meet-up at Blacksail Youth Hostel, and the weather's looking promising, or at least not like this. So I mean, that should be good. I mean, for those of you who don't know, you might be a little bit familiar with the Lake District. Blacksail Youth Hostel is at the top of Ennerdale, and I suppose you could say it's on the foothills of Haystacks, and the valley where you're looking out your cradle, you can see Pillar, Kirkfell, Great Gable, Green Gable, and some other than that. So yeah, it's a great place to go. If you like the outdoors, it's a great place to go for potential photography as well. So that's where we go. We go there on Friday, although I haven't yet decided how I'm getting there, or should I say what route I'm taking. There are 2 places to park with then a walk in, and the walk's probably we're talking about possibly a couple of hours walk in. So yeah, it is a hostel you can't drive to, you can only walk to. Thinking of Buttermere and spending Friday morning on Buttermere and then walking over Friday afternoon. I obviously want to be there by round about 4, not much after, because then it's starting to get dark. And yeah, so we're there Friday, got all day Saturday to do whatever, and then Sunday to walk back out, and obviously on all of those hopefully capturing some images and that, and video clips. So hopefully we'll get a couple, if not more, videos out of that, and you can see that. So that's the main thing that's coming up next. Other than that, I've got some thoughts about once we're back, but we'll have to see. So yeah, we'll close it down, we'll say we'll see you on the next video.